Check it out, guys. It's early March 2025 and I already got my first mushroom for the year. This mushroom is called the wood ear mushroom. Why? Because they look like little ears. They're typically like a dark brown. They don't get very big. They grow on rotting limbs or rotting tree stumps. A lot of times when I find them, they're usually on like a tree branch that had fallen down or some sticks. But you can find them growing on big logs and stumps too. But it seems like they favor these smaller limbs and sticks. They don't get very big. There's different variations of them, you know, throughout the world. And over in Asia, they do get a little bit bigger. But the ones we have in North America, they don't get much bigger than this. These ones are young. They're just kind of starting out. They kind of have a bright color to them. They're usually a little darker than this. They don't have a stem. They don't have gills. They just kind of grow right off the log like that. You can find them different times of the year, but it does seem like they favor early spring. A lot of times when you find them, they'll be growing in clusters, but you can find them growing individually too. Like this one here is all by itself. Look, there's another one growing. You can see right there a little one growing right next to it. It does seem like a lot of these are just kind of getting started. I bet if I came out here in a few days, I'd probably be able to find a lot more. It is edible. This is an edible mushroom. In North America, we don't consider them to be a choice edible mushroom. They don't really have much of a flavor, but they do maintain their texture very well. And they carry a lot of nutrition. I guess they have a lot of benefits to the cardiovascular system. And they, like many mushrooms, they help improve your immune system and help regulate your immune system. So there's definitely some medicinal qualities to these mushrooms. And over in Asia, they are definitely considered a choice edible mushroom. They're sort of a staple over there in a lot of soup recipes. People really appreciate these mushrooms in their soups because they maintain their texture and their integrity, I guess, through the cooking process. It's not so much about flavor, it's more about the texture. So they are sought after. Even in North America, people do look for these things and they want them. It's definitely a good one to know about. I thought I want to share it with you. Plus, this time of year, you know, it's kind of hard to find anything. So when you see a mushroom that's edible and it's growing and everything else is dead, it's exciting. So I definitely wanted to get some video of it and show you guys. But yeah, these ones are pretty easy to identify. They look like an ear. That's how they get their name. They got that dark brown color to them. No gills, no stem. Very jelly-like texture. They favor hardwood. You'll find them growing early spring. So, you know, if you want to get out and kind of get started with your mushroom hunting a little early, it's something you could go out and start looking for right away. There is one look-alike for these mushrooms. It's called the amber jelly mushroom. It's very similar. It is also edible, so if you mix them up, it's not the end of the world. You can eat both of them, and I'm sure they taste both similar. I'll be honest, it's kind of a weird mushroom, you know. It's very jelly-like. The Japanese call it the jellyfish mushroom, and I can completely understand that. I'm personally not going to harvest them. If I were to harvest them, I would probably throw them in a pot roast or some kind of stew. Especially since they don't have much of a flavor, you know, I just more or less probably just throw them in just to kind of add to it. Like I said, though, they do have some really important medical qualities that people need to acknowledge. They are a big benefit to the cardiovascular system. Like many mushrooms, they are beneficial for your immune system. They help regulate and boost your immune system. One of these times I am gonna try it out. I've never personally eaten one, and I need to at least try it out. Just like last year, I'm gonna show you guys any mushrooms that I come across this year that I think you should see, I'm gonna share them on the YouTube channel. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely subscribe and stay tuned, because we'll have some more mushroom videos coming this year for sure. This is the first one of 2025, and the ground's still frozen, so that's got to be a good sign, right? We're probably going to see a lot of mushrooms this year. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.